Hello, good evening, and welcome back to the SeedSystem podcast, where we talk about growth and promoting motivation. Today we have a special guest on, and his name's Ben. So we connected through Twitter, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it was like it was meant to be, really. So
Yeah.
do you want to tell him that story a little bit, Ben? And introduce yourself, obviously?
So I'm Ben Cole-Edwards.
Yeah.
I watched your other podcast, so I knew you'd ask about me and introduce myself, and I don't know how. So I'm an author.
Yeah.
I'm an investor.
Yeah.
I'm a father.
Okay, yeah.
And I'd say I am a preacher of the law of attraction.
Preacher of excellent stuff.
So when you first messaged, I thought, right, I've never done a podcast.
Yeah.
And like I just said, I speak really quick.
Mm.
So I thought, is it for me? So I asked your postcode, and your postcode is my postcode with one character missing.
Wasn't it? Oh my days, I couldn't believe it myself. I was like, what?
This is the start.
No, that's crazy. All right then, so let's start off with your life, bro. How did you get your life? Like, tell me what happened. Where did it begin?
Where do you want to start?
Let's start from the early ages. I don't know, let's say 10 years old or something.
10 years old.
Mm.
9 years old, I was living in a hostel.
Okay.
So my mother, single mother.
Yeah.
I had a sister. I still got a sister.
Yeah.
She's 6 years younger than me.
Yeah.
My mother lost her house.
Okay.
So to get council housing, we had to be homeless.
Yeah.
Now. So we could have moved in with my gran, my mother's mother. But then there would have been less chance of us being accepted for a house.
And stuff,
So we lived in a hostel.
Yeah.
Now I know that we didn't have a house, but looking back on it, I was like, oh, this is a hotel.
This is calm for you,
This is a one-room hotel with a bunk bed and awesome. I went to university, study acting.
Mm-hmm.
I quit a year and a half in. I'm like Jim Carrey, just make fun of myself on stage. I had to do ballet, which I was awesome at.
Yeah. You what? You did ballet?
We had to do singing, which I couldn't do.
Yeah.
Everyone was like classically trained, and I just couldn't sing. So I quit, bounced between factory jobs.
Yeah.
And then last year was when things changed.
Dramatically, right? Okay. So let's go back into it. Obviously with the hostel and everything. How did that obviously affect you growing up? Did that affect you in any way?
Like I said, I didn't realize for years and years that it was actually a hostel.
Yeah.
I just thought we lost it. I didn't even know we lost the house. So we moved.
Moving house and stuff.
Awesome. Moved to a new house.
Right.
But then looking back, I was like, oh yeah, my mother did struggle.
Yeah.
But she was a single mother, and she was working all the time. So I didn't see her much, but it was for the kids.
For you,
she worked, all the time. My mother was never good with money, and she's a brilliant mother, but I'd like to say that passed off on me.
Yeah. Not being good with money?
Yeah.
To be fair,
if
I see
I had,
tweets.
oh yeah. No, I'm alright. It was worse than that.
Yeah.
If I had £100 left, and it was 2 days before payday, I'd find something that was £100 to buy.
What?
I had to if I had £100 in the bank, and I had a direct debit going out that was £110, so it couldn't go out, I know that I'd have £100 spare.
Okay.
So I'd spend that £100 again.
£100 again.
Constantly I'd be missing a payment every month.
Yeah. Wow. And that obviously rubbed off you from your mother.
Yeah, I think so. Because my mother was bad with money.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much bad. It was didn't have any and didn't understand how it works.
Yeah.
So my mother invests now. So.
Okay. Yeah. So let's talk about that actually. How did you get into stocks and trading?
I think I've always been business minded.
Yeah.
Before investing, I was a personal trainer. I had a clothing brand. I've always tried to start a business.
Do things and stuff.
So I'm always watching motivational videos, business videos.
Yeah.
So if you watch 10 business videos, one of them's going to talk about the stock market.
Yeah, 100%.
So I always had it in the back of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, January 2020, I had about £200 to my name, and that was like a good spare money. But I kept it.
Yeah.
I was personal trainer. I was working in Asda.
Yeah.
And I was just qualified to become a massage therapist.
Okay.
But I only had £200.
Yeah.
Without going straight into the law of attraction.
Yeah.
I started investing then. Summer, I think I put about £4,000 in.
Mm-hmm.
Lost most of it on Tesla.
Yeah.
When I broke even, I took it back out.
Yeah.
And then went all in November, and I'm here.
What did you go all in on in November?
I put £6,200 in NEO.
Yeah. The car company.
Yeah. And then I think it was like $27 a share. And then 2 weeks later, I gained $2,000, so I had 8,007.
Yeah.
And then I put it all into Alpine, ticker ALPP.
Yeah.
And then 5 weeks later, I quit my job.
What?
$250,000.
What?
8,700 like.
So you put £8,700 in, and made
5 weeks later. Yeah.
5 weeks later.
That's like.
Wait, okay. Where did you get that information from? First and foremost, to invest into Alpine, or did it? What, it just came to your mind?
Something. I know nothing about the stock market.
Yeah.
So when I first invested, I was in Tesla, Amazon, Apple.
Yeah. So the generic ones essentially. Yeah.
And then I think I found out about Neo on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, let's go for it. And then I was in a bath one day and I used Trading 212. Yeah. So I was on the app and I was like, whoa, it's got a top winner section. Never noticed that. Clicked on it and the top one was Alpine. Yeah. It was 14 cents a share. And it was up 90% in the day. And for someone who, I was naive. Yeah. Didn't know anything about the stock market. And I thought, that's so much cheaper than Neo. Yeah. Because it's pennies. Mm-hmm. I didn't know the thing was a penny stock. Well, mate. I didn't know what that was like. Yeah. And I thought it's up 90% in the day. So I thought, wow, if I put my $8,000 in that this morning, I'd have 16,000 now. So I thought, no brainer. Yeah, of course. Threw all my money in. Now, a lot of people said, which I half agree with, was luck.
That's crazy. I think that's mad.
I think it's more stupid than luck. Yeah. I put all my savings, all I had, into one stock that I knew nothing about.
Bruv, I can't believe that.
Same.
$250,000. All right, so getting into the $250,000, what did you do when you had that money? Because obviously it's life-changing money. Do you get me?
Yeah. So it got up to 231,000. Yeah. And I said, right, because I made a mistake by selling Alpine. Okay. And just because I sold £20,000 worth, put it into a company called Cloud. Yeah. Because I was running, and then I doubled my money within a couple of hours. So I put all my money from Alpine, still knowing nothing about the stock market. Yeah. All my money from Alpine into Cloud, and then it went from 104,000 up to 231 in 3 days. And then I thought, right, when I get to 250, I'll take out 30 grand because I wanted a car. Yeah. This was 231,000. So I was landed, screenshotted what I had.
Buzzing.
Closed the app. 2 minutes later, looked again, 184,000. Looked again, 150,000. All the way down. 3 days later, I was back down to 105,000.
How did that go for you?
I felt myself go great. Nuts.
Bro, that would have hit my chest.
I didn't come off my phone for 3 days straight. I was just like that.
Oh my. But obviously it gets addicting as well, isn't it? I can imagine
to see money go that quick.
Yeah.
I made it back somehow.
Yeah, yeah.
But and then a little bit more. But losing it all, I thought, right, I'm gonna have to go back to work.
Do something. So you started doubting yourself.
And we had a baby on the way.
Oh my God. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
25.
So it's 25, okay. 25 making $250,000 in 5 weeks. Fair play to you.
Cheers.
Let's get into it though, in terms of manifestation and the law of attraction. Have you always believed in that then? First of all, can you explain to us what it means to you, law of attraction and manifestation?
To me, it's like attracts like. So anything that you can imagine in your mind will materialize in front of you. Yeah. So when I first started reading, so last year, best and worst year of my life. Mm-hmm. Grandfather died, and then and I was the one who found him, so it really messed with my head. Of
course, yeah.
And then my partner fell pregnant, and we were trying for a while, so that was good news. And then my father died, and then I invested, so it was up and down like a roller coaster.
It's like this book, Jordan Peterson explains chaos and order. Yeah. And what you've just mentioned then is kind of there was chaos, but then there was order, chaos, order. It's just kept going up and down, up and down. Good God. So how did that affect you mentally then?
Oh,
to do things daily and everything else.
Changed me, with my grandfather, because he was sort of like my father. And my mother was a single mother. Yeah. I'd see my father once a year, and then as I turned sort of 17, we'd have a better relationship.
Yeah, yeah.
But with my grandfather, he was sort of like my father as well. Okay. So I had a phone call. He'd collapsed in the bathroom, or he was up against the door. Yeah. My nan couldn't get in, so I had to climb to the window. And it's not talked about enough, how trauma just rewires you.
Yes,
for you does. To look at a person, whether you know them or not, whether you love them or not, and then for you to have to process that they're not in that body, that changes you. I had flashbacks for months, and then when the flashback stopped, then my father died. So all over again. My father was 44 and he had a heart attack like that.
Jeez.
Nuts. I wasn't speaking to him at the time, so I didn't tell him that he was having a baby. So after my grandfather died, I'm good now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all about law of attraction helped a lot. Like, but when my grandfather died, I sort of really wanted to focus on myself and my mindset. So I bought 3 books. Yeah. One was Just Fucking Do It by Noor Hibbert. I think that's how you say her name. Yeah. One was The Law of Attraction by Jerry and Esther Hicks. And one was Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
This bad boy here.
Yes.
Amazing book, guys. Go get yourself one, I'm telling you.
So I bought that one to learn about money. Yeah. I bought The Law of Attraction to learn about the Law of Attraction. Yeah. And I bought the Just Fucking Do It just to alter my mindset.
Just to tell yourself, yo, do it.
They're all about the Law of Attraction.
Yeah, yeah.
So Think and Grow Money. Think and Grow Rich. Yeah. For me, that's the title. But it's more of think and then grow rich. And then grow rich, think as in believe you're going to be rich, and then you'll be rich.
And you'll be rich, yeah.
So the 100%. Secret is within.
Yeah, yeah.
Every single thing you see in front of you, no matter if it's this cap of the table, started in someone's mind.
Yeah, that's so true.
They thought of that and then created it.
I always go back to the aeroplanes, you know?
Yeah.
Them brothers created aeroplanes. You look up now, it's like, oh yeah, that's just normal. Yeah. But that wasn't normal. How did someone's brain even comprehend such a thing? And then for them to actually go and create that, and now it's in the skies, and it's just madness. Do you know what I mean?
And so like, there was so much doubt as well by the Wright brothers. So much doubt. People told them that they weren't going to go, weren't going to happen.
That's the thing. People doubt you until you make it happen, and now they're living legends. Obviously, because obviously without them, we wouldn't be in the skies flying, enjoying our favorite holidays and everything else. You get me? Yo, that's crazy. So obviously, when you're reading these law of attraction books, and like manifesting and everything else, did you have people who like didn't believe what you were doing in a sense, or didn't believe what you're saying? So let's say like
I didn't believe it.
So you didn't even believe yourself?
So when I started reading, it was mumbo jumbo. Yeah. It was
just reading to read, was it?
Yeah. Essentially. The teachings, I sort of thought it was every book, especially like Vex King, Good Vibes, Good Life, really good book.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
The techniques are write down what you want as if you've already got it. Yeah. So I've got £1 million, I drive this car. And then it happens in your life. And I thought, well, everyone would be rich
if that was the case.
Driving Lamborghinis. Yeah. So, and at the time, it was on lockdown, it was summer, so it was boiling, I was out in the garden, and every time he said how important it was to use pen to paper to write everything down, and I thought, there's no way I'm sunbathing reading a book, I'm not going to go in the house and get a pen and notepad and come back out. So I just kept doing it in my head. Yeah. So I started off, I had £200 to my name. I started off, I wanted £1,000. Yeah. So I thought, right, I've got £1,000 coming to me. Kept saying, I've got £1,000. And with the universe and the way the law of attraction works is, it doesn't match what you say, it matches your energy. So if you keep saying, I haven't got enough money, all the universe hears is lack of money. So it gives you more lack of money.
More lack of money, right?
And even you right now, anyone listening, anyone watching, it's like, when I started, it sounds like mumbo jumbo. Yeah. Like, you can't talk about the universe like it's your best friend. It is.
It is your best friend.
I'm here telling you my story.
Yes, yeah. And you pulled up in a nice range as well, so...
Thanks.
Yes.
So yeah, I thought, right, £1,000 coming to me. I didn't know how, because I thought, right, I'm going to have to take on more clients as a personal trainer. Yeah. But I've always found that the more I work, the harder I work, the less money I'm given back for it. Yeah. Like, the money in that Alpine, I clicked buy.
Yeah, just
and that's the most money I've ever had. So, but when I'm doing 60 hours a week in Asda and getting £1,000 a month, the more I've worked, the less I've had. So, I had this energy of a feeling, if you will, of £1,000 coming to me. And I just felt like I already had it. I felt like I opened the bank and I opened my app and I check in and you have £1,000. Yeah. I spent literally 2-3 minutes a day thinking of that. Just when I had a free thought. Yeah. And then about 3 days later, I had an email to open the laptop off the government. Yeah. I thought, how much money do I owe them?
It is the first instinct everyone has.
Because I was self-employed, my personal training, as well as Asda. And my business was taking less money. I was entitled to a grant, £1,000, £1,046. So I thought that's a bit of a coincidence. Yeah. Even though for 3 days straight I was thinking of £1,000 coming to me, and then 3 days later I had £1,000 coming in.
£1,000 came through.
I thought, nah, it's a coincidence. Push it off.
Yeah.
And when I've talked about it, I've had a lot of DMs on Instagram and Twitter saying, I've done the same. I thought it was a coincidence. Yeah. Then I upped it. I wanted this Audi A4, old Audi A4, silver one. Yeah. And it was £2,500, and the price kept coming down online every time I'd see it. Yeah. And I only had £1,000, £1,200 now. But anyway, I thought, right, I'll try and manifest it. So, reading this book by Vex King, Imagine the car outside my house. So I just close my eyes and imagine my street and the car parked outside my house.
Outside, yeah.
Again, a couple of minutes a day. And then a couple of days later, open the door and there was a silver Audi A4 parked outside my house. Right outside my house.
Not yours though, was it?
Not mine.
Yeah.
My neighbour came out and said, do you know whose car it is? And I was parked around the corner. I was like, no, I don't know. I'm back to reading. What I've always found is if I've got a question in my head or a situation I don't know the answer to, a question, I'll go back to the book I was reading, and on that page or the next page will be the answer.
Okay.
So I came back to reading that Good Vibes, Good Life book.
Yeah.
And it said, when you are manifesting and trying to visualize things, you've got to be really specific. And you've got to try and use all your senses. And it said, if you want a car, don't just manifest the car outside your house. You've got to imagine yourself in the car with the keys, starting the engine. You've got to imagine the feel of the seat, the sound of the engine.
The whole
shebang. I thought, right, I wasn't specific. Again, it's a coincidence. Anyone can park an Audi A4 outside my house.
Yeah, that's true. But you were just thinking about it. That's weird.
Yeah. This went on for a couple of months until, I don't know how, but I sort of developed my own technique. So I was looking at houses down a place called Ogmore by Sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Swansea?
No, I sort of Bridgend way.
Bridgend. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Sea View, £950,000.
Yeah.
I still had £1,000 in the bank. So every morning I'd sit at the dining table with a cup of tea and I'd listen to Louis Armstrong, What a Wonderful World, only for the duration of the song. With my eyes closed, imagining that I was on the balcony of that £950,000 house.
Okay.
If you look through the photos, you'll see the balcony. So I imagined that I was looking it through my eyes.
Yeah.
But drinking a cup of tea, listening to that song on the balcony.
On the balcony, yeah.
So a lot of books I've read have said that the brain doesn't know the difference between what's imagination and what's reality.
Reality, yeah.
It can't tell, so you can trick it.
Okay.
I still didn't believe that when I read it. So I'd done this for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
For the length of the songs, like 4 or 5 minutes. And then one day I went out, I had a massage down Bridgend somewhere. I had 2 clients. And she said, I'll book you in for every 2 weeks, if that's okay. I was like, yeah. And she said, can I pay you extra to come to a new house down Ogmore by Sea? I was like, yeah, no problem. I love it down there. I said, I've been looking at houses down there, dreaming. I said, one of them was 950,000. She said, yeah, that's our house.
Bro, what do you mean? What?
There's so many coincidences until you could think,
what? What? That's how
who
I'm
is
deep in
speaking
it right
to me
now.
like?
So when that happened, obviously, and she said that, what did you get?
And then I told her that I'd been manifesting it.
Yeah.
And they both just laughed. And like the car, I wasn't specific. I didn't imagine me buying the house. I just imagined me in the house.
Yeah. Just sitting in the house and chilling.
So then I read about 30 books since I picked up those 3.
Yeah.
I was really deep into it. Even to the point, like, music speaks to me. And when I was in Asda working, and I'd have, again, a situation where I didn't know the answer.
Yeah.
Or I'd think, is this the right thing to do? A song would come on and the first lyrics, or as I'd tune into the song, the lyrics would speak to me.
Straight away.
So I'd be like, right, for example, if I took money out of a company or invested in another company, I'd think, right, is this the right thing? I'd be panicking in work and my emotions would be down. And then I'd hear the music and it'd go, don't you worry about a thing.
So straight up like it, and then you're just thinking, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Because there's something there, like.
Yeah, the energy's telling you.
Yeah. So then I tried moving it from just manifesting things into my personal training business.
Yeah.
So the start of the year, I was taking like 1 client online for a diet plan, 12-week plan.
Yeah.
1 client on a week, maybe 2, and that was a brilliant week. I was charging like £65 for a 12-week plan. So it was cheap.
Yeah.
In my area, it was cheap. But to take on 1 a week, that's like £260 a month. And on top of my Asda wage, I was happy with that.
Yeah, of course. Just extra income for yourself. Yeah.
And then I thought, right, so I added to my list of affirmations, I wrote down, I take on 1 client a day. So it was like, I'm Ben Cole Edwards, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I'm happy, I've got the perfect relationship with Jess, I got 2 healthy dogs at home. And then I did write, I own an Audi R8, I own a Range Rover Sport.
Yeah.
And then I wrote, I take on 1 client a day. So I didn't own a Range Rover,
None of that.
I didn't own an Audi R8.
Yeah.
I take on 1 client a day. So in the shower, I'd tell myself that before I go to work. I'd put my arms out and I'd say, I take on 1 client a day. Money flows into my life.
Yeah.
And then I started taking on 1 client a day.
Okay, then.
Like every day, I didn't miss a day. It wasn't like an average, every day. And then I was in the shower and I said it again. I thought, no shit, I am taking on 1 client a day. Yeah. Back to my book, I'm taking on 2 clients a day.
Okay.
Took on 2 clients a day. then 3 clients a day. And then June and July, I was taking 10 to 12 clients on a day. I was doing like £650 to £700 a day, and then going to Asda. I couldn't believe it, like.
Just mashing work in, yeah?
I got quite sort of content where I didn't push it anymore. I was just happy taking on the clients.
Yeah.
Right up to when I started investing. I wrote down, it got to like November time, and I must have made £20,000-30,000. And then before investing, and then I wrote, I make £60,000 this year. And then I thought, actually, in the back of my mind, because it's all about the energy. Yeah. I sort of thought I'd mess myself up because I was saying in my head that it's a bit too far-fetched. Yeah. I'm not going to make £60,000 this year because that's like £30,000-40,000 in a month.
In a month, yeah.
And then I made £250,000.
You blew out the water, mate.
I wrote, me and my missus was trying for ages for a baby. Yeah. Back in the day before, when I was bouncing for factory jobs, meds all over the shop, I was taking steroids. Yeah. Oh. She was on contraception for a long time as well, so we both thought it wasn't going to happen. And then I wrote down, Jess is pregnant, and we called that week. She doesn't believe that. She thinks it was just the diet she was doing, but that week
definitely gotta be the manifestation and law of attraction.
For everything else that had lined up for me, then I'm sick to that.
Wow. But okay, so like obviously that law of attraction and manifestation kind of brought you obviously the Range Rover and all the things that you've got now. In terms of like Twitter and everything else, how has that been on there? Because you're quite active on Twitter, obviously, and with all the chats and everything.
Too active.
How's
if I didn't have my book coming out, I'd snap my phone.
Yeah.
Too much.
How's that been though? Because like obviously Twitter, you can get trolls in it. Like one day people are winning, making money, and they're enjoying your company. Like, oh, well done, Ben and stuff. But then the next day, they're down, they're losing. Ben, what the hell? Yeah. How's that been? How did you cope with that?
I block a good 10 people a week.
Just straight block, right? Yeah.
Okay. Anything negative. If I put a photo of my car and say clean car and someone says you missed a spot, block.
Block. See you later.
Don't need that negativity.
Yeah. Weird.
So I made Twitter to find out more about Neo. Yeah. And then when I found out about Alp, I started posting more about Alp.
Oh yeah.
And people were saying, you're stupid, put all your money into it, it's not going to reach $1. Oh my goodness. And then it went up to $9.
I bet you sat there just laughing like, wow.
Well, because I didn't know anything about the stock market.
Yeah.
When someone said it's not going to reach that because of this or because of this, I was like, it might not.
Yeah, so you started down a little bit.
Yeah, but then I put on Instagram my story when I had £22,000. Mm-hmm. I said, invest in this company. I said, I'm going to semi-retire next year. Just based on this company. This is 2 weeks in. I said, I've been investing 2 weeks. I had people tell my friends that I was lying. They were saying, why would he still be working in Asda if he's made 20 grand?
That's what everyone says, right? Yeah.
There was one guy who told my friend, why would I still be working in Asda? And he messaged me 2 weeks ago. For
asking for a bit of advice, yeah, of course.
A week later, I was on 50,000. Yeah. I put it up again. I said, I'm retiring next year. I said, invest in this company. I'm not getting anything.
Letting people know for free, like.
I said, I'm not getting anything out of this. A lot of people, like in my family, said, why are you telling people? Yeah. Make your millions first, and then tell other people. But I thought, that's the reason why you haven't got millions, first of all.
Yeah. You have to help everyone, right? In the journey and stuff.
It's taking nothing out of my pocket, and it's just spreading joy.
Yeah, bro. I caught on some of your calls as well, you get me? I got joy from some of your calls as well. I was like, okay, fair play, I'll invest in some of this, I'll invest in some of that. But like, obviously, trading, the game, it's come alive, really. Quite a lot these past 2 years, I must say. And like, a lot of people have joined into it. Are you involved in crypto as well?
Crypto.
Talk to me about crypto, bro, because I've seen some of your tweets, and I thought to myself, wait, what? I think, was it SafeBank
That's what I
that you were in? There was another one that you said you nearly made 7 figures, was it? Or did I get that wrong? Talk to me about that, please.
So there was this guy, which I'll call Bob.
Bob, yeah.
And if anyone's watching this, follows me on Twitter, they know Bob.
Good old Bob.
So Bob was this figure that I'd followed. I don't know if you followed him as well.
I might.
Bob.
I might follow Bob. I think I follow Bob, you know.
Yeah. Should I just say his name and cut it out?
Yeah, go on. Yeah,
Scott.
Yeah.
Bob. He was lovely to me. We talked about property. And he said, like, because I was going to go into property, and he said all of his property investments have come from money he'd made in the stock market over the years. Okay. Brilliant. Talked to him. He knew I had a baby on the way. He knew I had a baby. Yeah. She's 4 months old now. He had a big Discord So a big group of like 3,000 people that would
stuff, right?
he'd call a stock, they'd invest. And then he messaged me, but he'd always tell me about a stock before he tells Discord.
Okay, so he'd back you first and then...
Yeah, there was like, as far as I'm aware, there was a group of like 10, 20 boys and he'd tell us and we'd get in.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, what a nice guy, telling me so I can get in before thousands of other people, make money. Brilliant. Like since I started making money, I haven't got any friends. Yeah. I lost all my friends.
What happened?
I don't know. Like when my grandfather passed.
Yeah.
Complete different story now. When my grandfather passed, I got a bit weird with my friends because like the day of my grandfather's funeral, one of my mates was like, "Oh yeah, I'm having a really bad day in the office." I'm like, "Fuck off." Right. So blocked them. Yeah, and then when my father passed, I told them. Yeah. And they were nicely messaged. But then since then, I haven't heard of any friends.
What the hell is wrong with your friend? Or ex-friends, shall I say? Do you get me?
I like my own space.
Yeah, yeah.
Just me, my fiance.
What's it? Is it introverted or extroverted? One of them. Yeah. But yeah, introverted, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So Bob, I thought, nice guy. Yeah. He's my friend, like. And then he messaged me and he said, this company has reached out to me. They're going to be creating a coin. Yeah. To back a platform that sells NFTs. You can buy NFTs. Okay. Yeah. I was like, that's trend. Yeah. That's current. He said it should do 10,000%, which I think is 100 times your money in the first week. So I was like, right. And in my head, I wanted to be a millionaire. Mm-hmm. I changed my wallpaper on my phone to I'm a millionaire. Straight up. That was like about a month before that. Yeah. So every time I'd unlock my phone, I'd subconsciously read I'm a millionaire.
I'm a millionaire, yeah.
Sink it into my brain. He told me, so I thought, right, 100 times your money. If I put £10,000 into this coin, within a week I should be a millionaire.
Straight up.
Which is, I trusted him. Yeah. So the coin launched. He told me about it. I put £10,000 in. Yeah. And then he posted it on Twitter. I posted on Twitter. I said, I just bought this coin. I own 89 million coins. Mm-hmm. And there was like 600 million in circulation. Yeah. And then I got loads of replies saying, is it your coin? How do you own so much? How do you own the most out of anyone in this coin? Oh. And I was like, I don't know. Yeah. So I messaged Bob. I said, it doesn't make sense. I said, how many do you own? And he owned like half of what I owned. And he told me he was going to put 10,000 in. Then he told me he was going to put 25,000 in. And then he said he put 3,000 in. And I said, how? Why? Yeah. And he said he was so busy telling other people that he forgot he couldn't put any more money in. And by the time he went to, the price had gone up. Oh. Oh. So I was like, oh, that's really nice of you, but surely you would cover yourself first.
Yeah, of course.
And then I put the 10,000 in, and then within, I put 10,000 in, and within literally 45 seconds, it ticked over $1 million. In 45 seconds from when I put £10,000 in. Or from when it launched. Like. Yeah. When it got to 800,000, I told my missus, she looked over and she said, don't tell me what it is. And I said, it's £800,000. She was crying. I told Bob. He said, because I own so many, he said, he told me that I owned so many coins because I got in first. I was lucky. He said, because I own so many, he said, don't sell now because they'll crash.
Bob's a hater, straight up.
He said, it'll crash, the whole thing, like.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, in my mind, Bob just made me a millionaire. Why would I go against Bob and do dirty, like? So I left it, checked it, 300,000 within 3 minutes. Checked it again, 150,000, and then he went down to $9,000. I'd put 10 in. And he said someone else who was promoting the coin, they had dumped all their coins. I was like, right, I trusted him, like he was a friend of mine.
Yeah, of course. So you thought, yes, yeah.
So I left the money there, and then over like I couldn't sleep at night. Everyone told me I had death threats. People said he was going to find my address.
Why?
They thought it was me.
Oh yeah, because the whole thing's done, doesn't it?
They've invested. Yeah.
Oh my days.
I had people put in 30 grand in at the top and just lost it.
The game's tough. The game is tough.
Nuts, like. But people thought because I owned the most coins, like if I had seen it and from an outsider, I would have thought it was me. I owned more coins than anyone.
Of course, so it's easy to say, yo, dude, you done it.
Yeah. I was like, no. I said, like, I couldn't sleep. I just couldn't sleep, like. So I wrote on Twitter early in the morning. I said, if this is a scam, I'm being scammed the most.
I think I've seen that.
I said I could have taken $1 million out yesterday. I could have been a millionaire. That's life-changing money. Like Bob knew I had a daughter. I didn't. It slowly started creeping back up. Yeah. And Bob, he started getting a little bit late with his replies. And then he said, he started getting a bit more reassuring. The the page for this company was up and running. Some things didn't add up.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense to me how I owned most of the coins.
Yeah.
So I left it. It crept up to like, I think it was about $90,000.
Yeah.
Which is like maybe 50, 60,000 pounds.
Yeah, it's around there.
I left it there. I thought I'd leave it for a bit longer, maybe a week. I thought I'll wait until this platform's launched.
Yeah, and then see what happens.
Yeah, see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? Like. And then I had a message on Twitter. Someone had tried logging into this business's Twitter page and clicked forgot password. And it came up to reset your password, send a text to this number.
Yeah.
We'll send a text to this number or this address. And the last 2 digits of the number was Bob's number. And the first 2 letters of the email was first letters of Bob's name.
Oh my gosh.
So that's what said it for me.
Bob.
So then I sold.
Yeah.
But because I owned so much, I could only sell 5 million at a time. 5 million coins out of 89 million. I sold the first 5 million and the price went down. The next 5 million was worth less than the first 5 million. So that went down. I came out with, I think it was $27,000. I had 21,000 pounds. So I had 11,000 profit.
It's good, but it ain't.
But so when I posted on Twitter, I said, look, I've been fucked over big time.
Yeah.
I could have had $1 million. I came out with £900,000 less, £990,000 less. But then on the other hand, which I couldn't see as I was typing that, people were saying, well, we've lost money.
Yeah.
I made 100%.
Yeah, true.
And people are saying, we've lost money. To this day, people call me a scammer.
What?
To this day, like.
Because they think that you were the guy
they thought it was me.
Big old Bob.
I was like, oh, honestly, this is going to be broadcasted. I wish I was in on that coin.
Yeah.
I wish I could have just fuck Twitter.
That day,
fuck
innit? Just said,
and I would have taken $1 million from me and my family.
Mate,
I know I wouldn't have because it's bad money.
Yeah.
But if I could do that, if I could create my own coin and just pump, dump, disappear.
Gone.
I live in the Bahamas.
Gone. Yeah, of course, innit? Oh my
Anyone would. But yeah, and then I called him out on it first before I sold. Bob.
Yeah.
I said, look, the email address is yours. And I said, and the number's yours. Because one of my mates knew his number.
Yeah.
And I said, it's not me, it's an attack on me. My name was cleared in the end. And then when I clicked back to Bob's messages, he's deleted all of his messages to me. All of them. He put a photo up in an apartment in Chelsea, I think. Which is like 6 million. Wasn't his. Screenshots came about say that someone said this is mine, why are you posting as yours? He offered them money.
This Bob guy is a waste, man. Real talk.
Yeah.
Because you know what? That's the mad thing about let's talk about this actually. That's the mad thing about Twitter, because you know a lot of people go in now onto Twitter, like you said. Obviously, you went in there, you found some information on Neo and everything else. It's about how can you trust people. Do you get me? You just think to yourself, yeah, it's a natural instinct to just trust this guy. He's talking about, he knows what he's talking about. He's got a big following and everything. But good God, Bob sounds like he was a snidey snake.
But for like, because when I first started following Bob, he had his profile photo was him.
Yeah.
And then when his Discord was called, let's say, the Giraffes.
Yeah.
And his photo then changed to a giraffe.
The giraffe, okay.
To show that he was the head of the Giraffes.
The Giraffes, yeah.
And then when everyone was saying, he's obviously a scam artist, he hasn't got a photo. And I was like, no, he did.
He did have a photo.
He did, I know what he looks like.
Yeah.
He kept saying that he was a Bitcoin millionaire. He had a Tesla, paid for by Tesla profits. He had all his property from investment money from over the years.
Yeah.
And then I seen a screenshot where he told someone he'd already been investing for 6 months. So
oh my God.
Someone said he took £600,000 from the scam. That's what he gained.
What?
So yeah.
Well, it's like, oh my, it's so easy, I guess, these days though, to like, I don't know, set up a Twitter account, you know, blow it, make people like with fake screenshots and everything else, but yeah, I'm smashing it, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. People believe you, people follow you. And I guess some people do start charging for like courses as well, don't they?
People have asked me, I've had loads of messages this week saying, do you sell any courses about investing? And I'm like, I don't know anything about investing. And then when I mention the law of attraction, they don't know.
They don't want to know then, innit? Yeah, oh my good God, mate. That's actually, like, that's warmed me up a little bit. Bob is a waste man. I used to follow Bob as well.
Yeah.
Do you get me? What a waste man.
Fuck Bob.
Well, yeah, for real. What a waste man. But for real, like, what are you going to be doing now then with your future plans? Obviously, you've made all this money.
Yeah, well, hopefully, I want to be a millionaire again this year.
Yeah. Again, I love that.
I'm going to be a millionaire again.
You're going
this year.
to be. Come on, let's do that, bro.
So I'm only in one stock and one crypto.
Yeah.
The guy who told me about the crypto, He told me about a stock before again.
Okay.
But like Bob, I won't trust anyone.
Yeah.
But he told me about a stock, Surge.
Now.
I made a couple of grand on that. So fair play to him. He told me about this coin. I thought, I'm not putting any more money into a coin.
Yeah.
I think he put £700 in. And then when he told me, when I did invest, he had 3.2 million from £700.
Yo, what do you mean?
I put £100 in.
Yeah.
When he told me again, he said, look, it's rocketing. I was like, right, I'll put £100 in.
Yeah.
And then the same day it went down to £20. It's like 80% down.
So you're thinking, right, what the hell?
I thought, fuck it, I thought I'll just leave it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's £100, 20 quid. And then that coin dumped.
Oh.
That's how I got the 20 quid.
Yeah.
And then to prove that their sort of legitimacy, they put a vote up for all their investors. They launched a new coin, and then if you held coins in the previous coin,
yeah, do you get airdrop or something?
Yeah, so he airdrops you to prevent any more dumping. They airdrop you 10% of what you had.
Yeah,
and then every month they give you another 10%.
Okay,
for
cool.
10 months.
Yeah.
So I had like 4 billion coins in there, and then last week that was worth 17 grand, and it was 20 quid like. And like I like this week I posted on Twitter. I said I made a lot of money in I said I made most of my money in Alpine. A lot of money in CBBT, ABML.
Yeah.
And then the second part of the tweet, I said, this is not a look at me tweet. This is I know nothing about the stock market, but I changed my mindset.
That's it.
And I allowed money to flow into my existence. That was it. And I had so much hate saying, someone else said you scammer. Someone said, do you wake up and try to imagine how you can paint the worst possible image of yourself online? You look like a dickhead bragging. And like the second part of my tweet said, I'm only telling you because I know nothing about the stock market. I know
nothing about it, yeah.
There's people that's got like 3 monitors and they watch the charts all day.
Daily and stuff, right?
And
yeah.
In my, I know this will sound like I'm being a dickhead, but cool. In my mind I'll click on a stock like Capstone, I think it was. I didn't make money on that, but for example, I'll see a company, I'll think, oh, they're making smart mirrors, that's cool. Yeah. Invest.
Oh, because you like the project and what's behind it, right? Yeah.
When I invested in Alpine, I done like 10 minutes researching, and I thought it was a drone company. But yeah, fuck it.
Fair play, bro.
That's
fair play.
But yeah, I've got my book coming out.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Plug. Retired at 25.
Yeah.
That's coming out. I was going to call it 25-year-old millionaire. Before I was a millionaire. So when I started writing the book, I wrote. I have so much faith in what I'm about to teach. So the first half of the book is my life story. Yeah. So if you watch this, you haven't got to buy it. And then the second half is all the techniques I've used of the law of attraction and manifesting.
How to get there and stuff, okay.
And mindset and negativity, things like that. Yeah. The book starts and I say, I have so much faith in the law of attraction, and what I'm about to teach you is that the time of writing was like July last year. Yeah. And I said, I've got £1,000 in the bank and £4,000 in the stock market. Okay. So I started the book with £5,000 in total. £5,000, yeah. And I said by the end of this book, I said I'm going to have a property. I'm going to be financially free, and then I said below this paragraph I'll state the date. Yeah. That when I finish the book and what I've achieved. Okay. And then the next paragraph is like, what the fuck?
Okay. I look forward to that. When's that coming up?
30th of September.
Okay.
So yeah, I was going to call it 25-year-old millionaire before I was a millionaire.
Before you're a millionaire.
What is reassuring that if I wanted to take that million, I couldn't have, because I could only sell 5. I would have still come out with 200 grand. 200 grand, but... Which would have been better. Yeah. But I know it's a little bit reassuring. I couldn't have just taken the million. Okay. That made you feel a bit better, though. Yeah. But would have made me feel better. But I thought that was a bit cliche, writing 25-year-old millionaire. But off camera or on camera, what a clickbait title. Yeah, that's true, though, isn't it? People 25-year-old millionaire. Let's go. From my stake. How is it living in my stake, actually? Like, how has the reactions been? I mean, the car you're driving now, people have probably seen you grow up in the area and everything else, and now they're seeing with this car. Do they now believe as well? In terms of the manifestation and law of attraction, or do they just feel... A lot of people have asked me about it, about the law of attraction. Most of it is, how do I invest? Any tips on investing? And I'm like, I haven't got any. Guys, literally, I'm just here. Yeah. But like, I put an Instagram video up a week ago. A little bit about what we talked about, how my first manifestations came true. Yeah. And then a lot of people were saying, I've tried it, or I've said this, but I thought it was a coincidence, or I'm trying to do this, how can I do this? Yeah. And I just give bits of tips, but on the other side, when I was in school, I always did something that was different. Yeah. So I done YouTube videos, and I just made a tit out of myself. I wasn't like a lad's lad. Never played rugby, never done sports.
You're not a sporty guy.
No, I went to the gym when I was like 16 from then, but no, nothing like that. So I was never like in with a lad's lad group. So they'd always, I don't want to say I was bullied, but
you outcast a little bit.
Not amongst my friends group, because I wasn't a loner. All my friends were the same. We weren't lads. So yeah, and when it came about that I bought my car, a boy messaged me. I think he tweeted me that I was on. He's from my sig. And he said, now that you've got the car, it'll shut a lot of people up. Which put in my head that people were talking about me. And now that I got the car, I shut them up. So like you said, how did they react? I don't know. But him saying that is something
made you think like, okay, they
a lot of people would send me tweets of other people in my area saying they were like indirectly about me. People who talk about money, or someone said if the stock market was that easy, everyone would be doing it.
Move with that negative energy. I mean, did that make you feel some type of way though as well? Like,
when you're seeing it does get in your head. Like,
how would you cope?
Usually. You just gotta tell yourself you're a fucking boss.
You're like, king, innit? Straight up every day.
I used to serve these people in Asda, and now I made what they make in over fucking 20 years in 5 weeks. Like,
5 weeks, I still can't get over that, bro.
You can't say it without sounding egotistical.
Yeah, but that's, you know what? You've worked hard for it. You took the plunge. You took the risk. You know, as egotistical as it sounds, mate, you go out there and talk your shit, really. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you worked hard for that, bro. And obviously, I guess people don't understand the backgrounds of how things actually happened. You get me? As we said, everything happens for a reason anyway. So like, there's obviously been certain triggers which have triggered you to kind of move your life like that, because you were obviously not happy with your life before, right?
Exactly.
Do you get me? So you picked up these 3 books, like you said, Think and Grow Rich, wanting to change and get rich and everything else, you get me? And then the manifestation and everything, which I think is pretty awesome. But I want to talk about your Range Rover though, bro.
Let's go.
Tell me more about that Range Rover, man. The spec, everything.
It's 2014, 288 brake, 3 litre diesel.
25 years old, you know. Okay.
No, I thought I meant the car.
No, you.
I went down to Essex to pick it up.
How was that? How was they looking at you when you got there?
Well, he said, he asked me first, am I financing it?
I
was like, no. And then put my card in and it got declined. I took money out of the stock market to have enough, because I only keep money in the bank really for bills.
Just
put the card in, declined. And then when I checked, I used Monzo. When I checked the app, you can only spend 10,000 a day. So I was in there for a good hour. They were lovely to me, but I had to like transfer 10,000 to my other bank and pay 10,000 on one card, and then contact the bank to pay the rest. But every night before I go to bed, I look out the window and laugh.
You can't help yourself.
Like, especially when I want a Ferrari 360. But my partner won't let me until we move out, until we get a bigger house. So at the minute we got it quite easy. We rent off her mother. So we live in my partner's grand's old house. So we pay her mother rent. There's no front garden. The car looks out of place. But
imagine.
Until I got to drive, my missus don't want me to spend money on another car until we've got another house.
Your own house.
But my credit score is shit. Like when I came out of uni, I took a 10 grand loan out. Then I took a car on finance. Then I took a loan to pay them both off, and then I cancelled direct debits, and I didn't pay it. I pay like £3 a month now. So for me to buy a house, I've got to buy a house.
You have to straight up go get it.
I can't get a mortgage. I can get when I was in Asda, I spoke to a mortgage advisor. Told him the story. I said I wanted to do buy-to-let mortgages, so buy and rent it out. I said there's 2 houses I want. I said I can buy them cash. I said I can show you proof. I said I'd rather get a mortgage and keep my money in the stock market. And he said based on my Asda wage, because now even though my book is retired at 25 and I don't work, I'm unemployed.
Unemployed?
Yeah, I'm not legally retired because I'm still making money in the stock market. I'm not living off my money's all in the stock market. Like so he said based on my income from when I was in Asda, I could get a £60,000 mortgage. And the houses we went were like 200, 300,000. So I'm gonna have to buy one outright. I don't want to buy one outright until I've got enough money to buy 2 or 3 of them.
Makes sense, of course.
But yeah, the Ferrari 360 is next. But yeah, to manifest, like we were saying about, I was looking at photos of the Range Rovers for sale. The same spec I wanted, same interior that I wanted. I'd take a photo of the steering wheel and keep it on my phone, and then imagine myself behind the steering wheel. Every day, every moment that I could. Even years ago, about 2 or 3 years ago, before I even thought about law of attraction and money, I had a 1.4 Honda Civic, I think it was 2003, and I had listened to Conor McGregor and Jim Carrey.
Legend.
And Jim Carrey. They both did the exact same thing. They drive around in old cars, imagining someone's trying to come in there. Someone's knocked them. Sorry. I'd be driving around in my old car, imagining that I was in a supercar. I'd play my music loud through town.
Straight.
So people would turn their heads. But in my head, I'd imagine they'd turn their heads because it was a supercar. I'd physically imagine myself lower in the car. The sound in the engine, everything, the way it felt. I did that with the Range Rover, and now I'm doing it with the Ferrari 360. It got annoying to a point, which is going to sound egotistical. Where I wanted Audi R8 first, and changed my mind. And then I got to the point where I could afford an Audi R8. And I thought, what message is put out to the universe that I wanted money for an Audi R8, and they give it to me. But now I'm not getting one, because I want more money. Next would be red Ferrari 360.
Red Ferrari 360.
2001, 2002 shape.
Old school thing.
Next, I asked my missus, I told her I'd buy her a car, something small, but with 4 doors, because we've got babies and 2 dogs, and then I could get a Ferrari. But none of it.
Still said no. Mate. You can keep trying, you can keep trying. No, but that's pretty sick, man. Your life sounds like it's been very, very interesting, do you get me? And obviously you're still so young as well, and you've got so much left to do. So other than obviously bringing out the book, is there anything else you want to get into, like, property?
Well, when I spoke to the mortgage advisor, he said I could only get a mortgage for 60,000. But with buy-to-let mortgages, from what I know, it doesn't matter about your credit score or your income, because you pay the mortgage and you rent it out, and the tenant's rent covers your mortgage payment. So you gain the profit on top. But he said because of COVID, lenders don't want to lend money. So he said wait till after COVID and then come back. You've got to pay like 25% down on mortgage. But like a decent house that gives £600 a month in my stake, you pay is like £100,000. You pay 25,000 down. And then profit would be like £300 a month. And then 10 years you've got a property. On 10 years, 20 years you've got property that's yours, and it's 200.
Making money. Of course, passive income and stuff.
But I'm not done with the stock market. I'm not done with the stocks I'm in. This is not financial advice.
Yes, good.
I'm joking, it is.
Go on.
The company I'm in, Alpine, that's currently, as of today, I haven't checked for a while, because like, another thing, I watch my money go down and down and down and down and down. When the market went
crazy. I remember that
from like February.
Man.
It went down and down and down and down, and I got to the point where I thought I have to get a job. Even though, like when I first got to that amount of money that I went down to, I was a millionaire in my head.
So you're like, oh my days.
Say I went down to £100,000. And I was like, if I drop below and go to 5 figures, I'm skint.
Straight.
But when I went from £6,000 to £100,000, I was rich. Mentality.
So it is the mentality, because obviously once you go up from 6,000 to 100,000, that 100,000 is yours. Even if you lose and go down to 80k, you've lost 20k because you had 100k. Do you get me? It's a psychological mind warfare, man.
I can't remember who said it, but the only thing you've got to do to get £1 million is become the person you need to be to have £1 million. You don't need to work any harder to get money. You just got to allow it.
Allow it to come.
So I got to that point where I got so much, my money went down so much. This was like 3-4 weeks ago. I deleted the trading app.
You went away or something, didn't you?
I was away. I deleted the app, and I thought, right, I'm not gonna. The more I look at the money drop in, the more it affects me negatively, which gives me a negative emotion about money, which sends that out to the universe, gives me more negative money. So I deleted it, and I said to my fiance, because she said, "How's your stocks doing?" And I said, whenever you ask, I'm gonna tell you I've got $250,000. Or $500,000, whatever it dropped below, like. And I told her, if anyone asks you, you say that's what I've got. And then that's when I went away. I came home, and then a week later I went away again, and I'd gone up £50,000 from that point.
Bang.
Just because I said I've got enough money, I can buy anything.
I'm good.
One of the books I was reading, The Law of Attraction, I think it was called. How to Attract Wealth, by Jerry and Esther Hicks. they teach you should walk around with £100 cash in your pocket.
Yeah.
And tell yourself everything that you see that you can buy with that money.
Straight up.
But don't buy it. Like,
but obviously, yeah.
And that's the mentality you need when you got the more money. Like, you can buy whatever you want. So I have an abundance of money.
Yeah. And just telling yourself every day, like, you get me? It's affirmations, like, you're right.
Nah, I went into Asda the other day and shopping, and one of the girls I used to work with, so I'm on a bad day, all the customers are so rude. I'm like, and then because she'd seen my videos the day after I put the video up, she said, oh, I know I got to tell myself all the customers are nice. And like I said, if you say in your mind, I'm going to have a great day, you'll have a great day.
You are going to have a great day,
If you wake up, the best way to describe it, I put in my book about the law of attraction. Yeah. If you wake up and you stub your toes to get to bed, or you missed your alarm, or it's payday, you didn't have as much as you thought, or expected bill's gone out, you will have a shit day.
Straight up, yeah.
You look out for every negative in the day. If you wake up and an unexpected amount of money's gone in, or you've got good news, you won a scratch card, the rest of your day is going to be brilliant.
Yeah, of course.
And that's how you've got to see everything, like.
That's mad. Manifestation, it's like, it sounds so easy, and like, you know, easy to do and navigate, but it's not hard. Because obviously it's just thinking, isn't it?
Yeah.
But like, from somebody watching at home now, they're probably thinking, who are these two guys talking about manifestation?
They're thinking, this guy from my stake is lucky.
Yeah, that's what they're thinking.
He picked a random
but that's a hater's mentality though, isn't it? From there, sorry
Yeah.
guys, if you're thinking like that, you're a hater. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, that's a hater's mentality because they don't want to allow themselves to see that you've done it.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So they just keep themselves down by hating and continuing to hate. And it's just not a good look really for them because it's going to continue having a negative mindset for them. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just going to keep them deteriorating. Yeah,
the reason that someone hasn't got as much money as they want is because they keep saying they haven't got as much money as they want.
That's it, innit?
That's all it comes down to.
That is literally
until you practice this every day, even for a minute, just say money flows into my life daily. Yeah. I was saying money flows into my life daily and in increasing amounts. Okay. That's what I'd say to myself.
Every single day.
Yeah. If you do that for a week and money doesn't flow into your life, then your emotions are with it, first of all. Yeah. But it will.
It will. It will. So eventually it will come through like,
whether it takes days, weeks, months, it will.
Just need to trust the process essentially,
that's all it is.
That is madness. That's madness. Mate, I can't believe you got the Range Rover and everything all in. Like, I can't believe that, mate. Do you get me? You smashed that. How's like the family being and everything with you getting that money now?
When I started, it was all about my personal training. So I was going up and up and up savings. Yeah. And then when I got to £4,000, I remember my grandparents being in my house, and I told them I had £4,000. I was rich. I was so happy to tell them because I had a baby on the way, and I thought, right, I'm going to save 10,000 before the baby comes here.
And I'll be good luck. Yeah. Essentially, yeah.
And then I told them invested it. I got up to £11,000. I remember screaming on the couch, screaming. I was rich, like, because 11,000 for me was comfortably over 10,000. Yeah. So I was comfortably over that new 5 figures. Told my grandfather, take it out. My mother, take it out. It's £10,000, take it out. They said the same thing at 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, 200,000.
Oh my god.
Take it out. I got to, when I invested, I think I got 10, no. I don't even think I made anything when I first invested, when I was in Tesla. And my mother said, you don't know what you're doing, it's gambling. So, okay.
Practically it is not, but
that's your mindset.
Yeah.
And then it got over £10,000. So what are you investing in then, Ben? Told her. Seen her like a week or two later. She said, oh, what's your stocks doing now? I was like 10,000, and then I said 19,000. Yeah. And then she started investing.
Okay, so she got involved as well.
Yeah. Okay. And now she's got 4 of my law of attraction books.
Oh, lovely. So she's involved now with the things you're doing in terms of making the money as well. So it's not only just you making money. No. Mumsy's making money as well.
My auntie invested. My friends, people I know that have got into my cause, they've invested. People that I worked with in Asda made thousands.
That's awesome, man.
Mad. But what I will say, if I told you about Alpine, if I told someone about Alpine and they made money, Ben, thank you so much, I've made money. I had so much messages, Ben, I've just made £6,000. Thank you for telling me about this. Or someone put a photo up, I've never spoken to him in my life, of a Honda Civic Type R, nice new car. And at the bottom he said, thanks, tagged me, for telling me about Alpine. How'd that feel? Nuts. No. Brilliant. Like. But if I put a stock, if I say I'm investing in stock, people will judge from my past growth and invest. And if they lose money, I'm their enemy. You are an enemy? Yeah. Oh my good God. Obviously, that's a madness on Twitter as well, because everyone comes for me from all directions, isn't it? Yeah. Gosh. How does it feel though, like, you know,
when people do lose money? Does it hit you a little? Does it get to you a little bit? But then again, do you tell people it's not financial advice?
When I sold Alpine, I went to that cloud. I had so much hate. I was in a group chat full of long-term Alpine investors. Yeah. And like looking back, mistake. Yeah. But I still made 6 figures on not knowing what I was doing. Yeah, yeah. But it was a mistake. I would have had another 200 grand on top if I kept my shares. I bought like 62,000 shares. Yeah. And then I had to buy back in.
Oh, one of them
later.
At a higher price. Yeah.
I think it went up from 14 cents to $4. Yeah. Just under 5. Dropped to 2. I sold. Yeah. Then went up to 9. I think I got back in at like 5.
I guess though for you that's just been like a rookie in the game, really, isn't it? You was new in the game, you didn't really know what you were doing. Like, exactly. But now it's a different story. If you were to get in at 14 cents, I know you're just gonna hold, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But then when I sold, I got into that cloud. At the bottom I said, "This is a stupid idea." Yeah. I said, "No one copy me."
Don't copy me, like.
And then I put it up, and then I think it was 2 or 3 hours later, I made like 20 grand, and then I just kept posting my portfolio as it went up and up and up. We ticked over £200,000. Everyone was with me.
With you in it,
We're making this. Yes. And then 3 days it crashed. But I was like in my head, I was like, right, it went up to 20 cents. That's when I had $250,000. And then I thought, right, next week we'll go to 40, then 60, then 80, and then by March I'll be a millionaire. But I had no backing for it. I didn't know why I was going to do that. I just told myself,
just telling you
40 comes after 20, and then 60. So that's going to happen. And then when it dropped, now it's like 2 cents a share. It was 20. I got out, I don't even know what I got out. I didn't lose money because I made 130 grand profit.
Of course.
Didn't take it. And then it went all the way back down to what I put in. So I've not lost money.
It was money which you never had. Not never had, but it's like
same as the million.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fair.
So and then I went down in the end to like 84 grand.
Does that make your head go? Like, does that affect
you
sometimes?
I thought I was gonna be back in Asda like. And then when I got back up to 200,000, I took 30 out from my car.
Okay. So and then when I got the car.
So yeah, the market's been all over the shop, but like, because I'm just long term in 2 things, I've got no worries.
You're just holding it down now.
If I needed the money now, or advice to anyone, if you need the money now when you're investing, take it out.
Take it out.
If you need it, take it out.
Yeah, weird.
If you don't need it and the price is going down, and you don't need the money now, but I'm invested in the company, not the share price. Yeah. So I know what the company is, I know where the company is going to go. So whether now or next year, it'll make me a millionaire.
Yeah. So you know already that you're going to be a millionaire through the...
And that's the word, no.
Yeah.
I believe it, like,
That's pretty sick.
I manifest, like at a minute, because I went for a period of time when I started making all the money where I stopped manifesting. Yeah. I thought it's coming true. I don't need to manifest anymore.
Oh. So you started neglecting the manifestation. Yeah. What made you?
I had what I wanted.
Okay.
Yeah, so I said, the last thing I wrote down was I make £60,000 last November. Yeah. I'm back into it now, like. And then when I made all the money, I thought, I don't want to make more money just yet. So I didn't write anything.
Let me ease off.
I did. I eased off. Now I'm manifesting car, money, and like when I manifest the money, I'm closing my eyes, imagining, open up trading 212 and seeing it tick from a certain amount of money over to a certain amount of money. Okay. And imagine how I'd feel with that. You got to imagine, you got to feel the emotion you'd feel.
Everything, right?
When you, as if it already happened.
Yeah.
If you do it well enough, if you do it through, like I do it through meditation. So it's just visualizing, but sort of through meditation. Yeah. If you do it good enough, you wake up, or open your eyes from it, you'll feel like you've already got the car, the money, and the world will look different. One of the first books I read was The Power of Now by Eckhart.
Oh yes, The Power of Now, yeah.
That changed my life. Because he said that all there is one moment. Like this moment we're in exactly right now. Yeah. And everything else just another moment, another time.
That's true, yeah.
There's no past, there's no future. That was just this moment, another time. And he said, if you think about that, and you think all you have right now is this exact moment, like even this exact second, you take in more. Okay. You see more colours. Yeah, and your vision expands.
Because it's all here right now for you, like, innit? Yeah.
People never live in the now because they think of like fear for the future or guilt from the past.
I love that.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's so true as well. You know what? That's very true because people do think about the future a lot. Yeah. Do you get me? Obviously, it's hard not to think about the future, you know, because you're thinking, am I going to be rich? Am I going to be here? What's going to happen? But like, I think just sometimes letting go and easing off in life, just to relax and actually take in what's going on right now. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Can make you happier as a person as well.
Yeah.
Do you feel me?
For
Has
me,
that made you happier a little bit?
For me, it flipped when my father died.
Yeah.
Because my father was 44.
Mm-hmm.
And just like that, he had plans.
God,
He's 44 years old, like.
Yeah.
He looks about 30.
Yeah.
And he just died. My stepmother got up in the morning and she called for him because someone was knocking the door. He was downstairs, didn't answer. And then when she got to the top of the stairs, he was in the bathroom, he'd been dead hours. So for me,
madness.
Like I live in the moment.
Yeah.
That's it.
There's no future, forget the past.
If I want to buy something, I'll buy it.
Yeah, weird.
So
I like
my father was big into his cars, and all I want now was to be able to buy him a car. I can't. So living in the moment is something that you've got to do. Like you've got to see the happiness and everything. So everyone's got their reasons. If someone's negative to you, you've got their reasons for it. There's something going on in their life.
But you just got to make sure that you're happy.
Yeah. What I tried doing, I think it was before my father died, but after my grandfather died.
Yeah.
I was still in Asda, and I made it my goal every shift was to make someone laugh.
Okay.
Or make someone smile.
Yeah.
And just spread it.
Spread the
Because everyone's going through something. This sounds like a sob story, but everyone's got a story.
Mm-hmm. No, they do though. It's right. Yeah, you're right.
So just to spread a bit of joy.
Because no one sees, you know what? That's so true. Everyone has got a story. Because like, I could walk into Asda smiling, do you get me? Happy. But in my head, I'm not happy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not happy. Like, there's something going wrong. But really and truly, I'm smiling to you guys. You think I'm happy. But then there'll be something someone does or says which will actually make me happy. Do you know what I mean? And then it's like, oh, yeah, okay, I'm happy now, do you get me? He's changed my mood. But nah, I hear that, man.
Yeah, in my book, plug.
Yeah, plug again. Keep plugging, bro. Trust me.
In my book, I talk about negativity.
Yeah.
And I write in capital letters, you control your emotions.
Yeah.
If you go into work and your boss is an arsehole, you control your emotions.
Tell him to...
If you wake up and you've gone into your overdraft unexpectedly, you control your emotions. You can let that in and affect you. The way I see it is, when I wrote it, I wrote like a metaphor, analogy. I don't even know the word.
Yeah.
Author mine. You are a house.
Yeah.
With the lights on, and a burglar is trying to get in, and the burglar is the emotions.
Okay.
So if you got your lights on and you're shining, they're not gonna get in. Nah.
But if you got them off.
It made sense when I wrote it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I do know what you're trying to say.
So you control emotions. Everything's on the inside.
Yeah.
No matter, you can look at anything. Like I was in Asda, I was thinking, I was working from like 5 in the afternoon. My shift normally was like 5 in the afternoon to 10 at night. I was like, I wait all day. I can't be asked to go into work. And then I've got to stay there until 10 and then come home when it's late. But then I've got a job that's up the road. I've got a job. Yeah. I can put food on the table.
It's positive, you know.
I got a baby coming. Yeah. I can interact with people. I can make other people happy. Like with the law of attraction, they teach the key in life is to seek joy. So I believe that just before you come into this life, I meditated once. Yeah. And I was in space on like a lily pad. I don't know what it meant. And there's like, especially since my father died and my grandfather died, I can feel that. Okay. I feel like there's a dimension where you just can't see. Yeah. You know, I agree with you. Yeah. I feel like you're in that dimension before life. Yeah. And like life is short. Yeah. Like I know it's the longest thing you ever do, but it's short. Yeah. And I don't think it's only short because we've put a name to time. So we got, say now we live 70 years, that's 70 years. What if 70 years we only called a year? And our whole life was a year, just one long moment. You wouldn't think, fuck, that's gone quick. Yeah, that's true. You wouldn't think, when did we go away? Oh, it was 2 years ago. Shit, it don't feel that long. That was just a moment ago. That's a moment ago, that's just true, that's true. Yeah, so before you come in to this world, this is the sort of dimension, the reality where it's time, space. Yeah. This is your goal, this is what you can do. You get told that you can create anything you want from within, and you just forget until you connect again. And then I think after you die, you go back to that place and you think, fuck, that's what I've learned. Oh. You see everyone that you were with in this life, reconnect with them, and then perhaps you're a fucking frog on Mars. Chilling. You're gonna ribbit and hop like fuck in this life, enjoy it. And just go do your thing, like, you get me? No, that's pretty sick. Bro, I'm loving this conversation, to be fair, like, do you get me? The manifestation and everything, the law of attraction. I mean,
obviously you said you're gonna get the Ferrari next. Are you gonna do any like courses or anything? Like I know we said obviously earlier about it.
I want to teach in schools. Yeah. But schools not set up for this. Schools is
maybe let's be a pioneer of
yeah.
you know of
so
that. You get me?
I thought I'd like to do podcasts.
Yeah.
I don't want to do YouTube videos myself again because I'd put 5 out and I'd run out of ideas.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't want to just read my book. That's what it'd be, and you haven't got to buy my book.
Yeah.
So I thought, right, maybe I'll do podcasts. Mm-hmm. You messaged.
Yeah.
And I thought. I felt embarrassed. I thought, do I want to speak on camera? Even though I'd done acting in uni, I thought, do I want to speak about it? Are people going to believe it?
Yeah.
I said, what's your postcode? It was identical to mine, missing one character.
One character in it? I can't believe that. Madness.
And then I thought, right, so this will be the start. I'll do more podcasts. Maybe I'll go to school. I'll plant the seed.
Yeah.
What's your podcast called?
The SeedSystem, guys. The SeedSystem, guys. You know what? Let me ask you a question while we're there. What does that mean to you, the SeedSystem?
Never thought of that.
Yeah, I love that question.
So, the way I'm seeing it then is...
From your own perspective.
This is planting a seed. And it's a system of planting seeds.
System of planting seeds,
I'd see it as loads of different ideas, loads of different seeds.
Yeah.
That are going to sprout.
Sprout and grow.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I like that explanation still, bro. But okay, so you want to start a podcast? Is there any other things?
Oh no, I'd like to be on more.
Or be on more podcasts. Okay.
Not even that. I just want to get the word out.
Get the word out of because like growing and stuff, right?
I put a video on Instagram earlier on my story and deleted it.
Yeah.
I put on my story. When you're talking about money, stop saying you've got a lack of money. Start saying money flows into my life.
Yeah.
I deleted it. I thought I was embarrassed.
Okay.
I thought I haven't seen this.
Yeah.
Why
did you get embarrassed?
I don't know.
Is it just one of those things? It's what's it called? Imposter syndrome.
Yes.
Do you feel like you're imposter syndrome? Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people get that and it holds them back, man.
But then again, when I was a personal trainer, I put a lot of videos up. And one time, I put a video up. And I was just saying, it's a Saturday, clients are checking in. If you want to sign up, if you've got any goals or I can help you with any questions. Yeah. And then a group of people, they're all blocked. Yeah. A group of boys who weren't very nice to me in school, about 10 of them, they all viewed my story but none of them followed me. Oh, so it's probably since then, I'd say, someone's seen it and thought, look at this. Yeah. But to be honest with you, that could be in my mind. They could all say, this guy's doing well.
He's smashing
it. He's changed in school.
It's one of those things, man. I mean, to be fair, I kind of went through something similar back in the day when I was younger, do you get me? I had a little clothing line, and obviously I've started it thinking, yeah, this is great. But then some guys were just talking about it. They know who they are, but they were talking about it, talking trash about it, like, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I prefer people to be real with me and straight up, do you get me? I would have rather them to tell me to my face and say, yo, listen, this is dead or this is looking like this. And then I would have been, okay, cool, no problem. I'll take that constructive criticism and I'll go switch it up, fix up. You're meant to be my friends, do you know what I mean? We're meant to grow and live life together, essentially. But I think ever since that happened, it taught me a lesson of like, sometimes you just got to move on your own, man. Do you get me? You let people talk, let people do what they want. Because essentially, if I started this podcast, people are going to talk. If I didn't start the podcast, people are going to talk. Regardless of anything you do, someone is going to be chatting about you, you know? Your name's going to be getting dropped in conversations. So I just say, kudos, go do your thing, and become who you want to become, like, do you know what I'm saying? This is what the books have taught me as well. Like, you got to go out there and carry yourself the way you want to be carried and stuff like that, do you get me? And do what you want to do.